What is going on, guys? Normally I don't do tutorial videos, but today we're doing a tutorial video. All right, so if any of you streamers out there know, before you start a stream, you have to launch like 35 applications. You have to organize everything the way you want. You have to make sure you remember everything. If you forget one thing, then that one thing is going to be broken in your stream, right? And this process ends up taking more time than you would think before every stream. I spend probably 10 to 15 minutes before every stream just opening applications, like setting things up, and it's the same thing every time. So I decided the other day to try to automate all of this using AutoHotKey. AutoHotKey is a program, a Windows program I've used in the past to automate clicking, typing, opening applications, moving windows, that kind of thing. It actually goes a lot further than that, but that's what I use it for. So I spent probably 5 or 6 hours writing an AutoHotKey script to do everything that I need to do before every stream. I posted the results on Twitter and kind of went nuts. Like, my inbox blew up with people asking me how I did this, if I can help them do it. And I realized that a lot of people have this problem and are really interested in the solution. So instead of going and trying to set this up for every one of you guys, hopefully I'll make a little video that can teach you the foundations that get you to do whatever you want. You can get really creative with this stuff. So the goal of today, this is what I'm going to show you how to do. We're going to open a new notepad window. We're going to move it to a specific location, resize the window. We're going to type in that window a little bit, and then we'll emulate a few clicks in there just so you guys know how to do clicking. With all that said, let's get started. All right, we'll go ahead and close this. We'll go ahead and close this. So first, obviously, you need to install AutoHotKey. I'm not going to go through the download and installation of AutoHotKey because I'm sure you can figure that out. I'm not going to insult your intelligence, right? Once you get it installed, you will have this little H sitting here, right? Right-click this and go to edit the script. Make this big again so you guys can see. You guys will probably have a bunch of default stuff in here. If you want, you can just delete all of it. It doesn't really matter. We're going to create a new one from scratch right here. I already have it's the hashtag Z. So the hashtag is the super key. It's the Windows key. So what I'm saying here is if I hold down Windows and push Z, everything that I type in here is going to get executed every time I do that. So just start out with hashtag Z : leave an empty line, return. So first, let's open a new notepad, just a new notepad window. And we see right here that the title says untitled-notepad. So what we want to do first is check if there's a window that's already open and use that if it is. Otherwise, we're going to open a brand new one. Make more sense when I show you. So we'll start with if when exist untitled notepad. That's exactly what it says right there, right? Do some curly braces. Now everything that happens within these curly braces will only occur if this window exists. So we'll do when activate. So when activate, we'll select that window and bring it to the front as if I clicked just like this. That's what when activate does. So let's save this. So all this is doing is if this window called untitled notepad exists, let's activate it. Super simple, right? Every time you save your changes here, you need to go back to this little AutoHotKey guy, right click, reload the script. So now if I hit Windows Z, it just brought that window to the front. All I did was Windows key Z. Easy. So if this isn't there, it's not going to do anything, right? Because this is failing. This window doesn't exist. It's not going to do when activate. It did nothing. Okay, so let's do something else if that window does not exist. Else, or curly braces for the else, we'll do run. This is in C:/Windows, and you can do any application you want here. I'm just launching Notepad because it's an easy example. System32/Notepad. pad.exe. So we'll run that, and then we'll do another command called win wait. You'll use a lot of win wait. What win wait does is we'll just sit here. The script will not continue until this window exists. So we'll do win wait untitled notepad. So now it's going to wait for that window to exist, and now we'll do win activate. So now if that window exists, it'll select it. If not, it's going to run notepad, wait for it to launch, and activate it. Simple, right? Reload the script. Now when Z, it just launched a new window and selected it. And since that window is already open, if I click away, do it again, there we are. Perfect. Now let's say I want it up in this corner in like a little window, like let's say right here. Just a little tiny one. We're going to go back here, right click on the AutoHotKey and do Windows Spy. Windows Spy will tell you everything you want to know about a specific window. Move this over here so you guys can see. So if I click on this window, I can see over here this active window position. Right now it's at -641. And the width is 554 and the height is 296. So I can kind of get an idea of where I'm going to want it, right? So let's, after this, so now we know no matter what, there's an open window and we have it selected. We're going to do win move. Now we put the title of the window, which is untitled notepad, comma, just leave an empty space here, do 2 commas. Don't worry about it. Just do it for win move. So this was at -641. We'll go -8. We'll push up because there's a little space there in my screen. So we'll go -8, comma, 40. And now you do the dimensions, so the width and height that you want it. We'll say, see, right now, this window is 554, 296. We'll go 675, 375. How does that sound? 675, 375. So now that's going to move this window into this corner. Let's make this real big and resize it. Let's reload our script. There we go. So now if I were to say, screw this all up, whatever, exit, do it again, Windows Z, it launched it, put it exactly where I wanted it. Neat, right? All right. Let's say now we want to actually type something in this window. We don't need this right now. So after our win move, we're going to send. Send will send the keys that we type after the word send. So I can do this. You'll see. We'll send hello from AutoHotKey. And now if you do an exclamation point, any special character like the exclamation, @ whatever, it needs to be in these braces because else it'll think it's a command. So we'll do that. So now once we have it put where we want, we're already going to have it selected, which means if we type, it's going to be in here, right? Just like that. It's going to type hello from AutoHotKey. So let's go ahead and let's mess all this up again. Reload our script. And Windows Z, boom, boom, typed hello from AutoHotKey up in our little window. Perfect, right? I seriously love AutoHotKey. I have to deal with this every time. All right, so after this, let's say we want to hit an enter key, so it goes on the next line. We can do send input, and do enter. So now this won't send any text. This will just have an enter key after we're done typing. So let's try again. Whoops, I didn't reload the script, so it's not going to work. Reload script. Boom. Okay, now you can see that the cursor is the line down. It hit enter. Perfect. Okay, so now let's say, I know it would be an easier way if we wanted to click file save, like we could just emulate a Control S, but instead, let's actually click file, move down to save, and click again. All right. So let's bring up our Windows Spy again. So what we're looking at now is our cursor, our mouse position. This is going to tell us exactly where the mouse position is relative to the window is what we want. So what we're looking at is this number right here where it says default. So if I put my mouse over here on the file, I can see that it's at 2441. So remember that, 24. I'm just going to type that here. So we're at 2441. That's exactly where we want to click in the window we know is selected. So we'll just do click 2441. So if we do that, reload, get rid of this, Windows Z, and now it clicked that file. So we can see, we have to move down and click save. So here, we want to make sure that file window is open. AutoHotKey is really freaking fast, so you don't want to go faster than the actual application is. So right here, we're going to do a sleep for 100 milliseconds. A really quick sleep. You'll hardly even notice it's there. And then we're going to click again, but we need to see where we're going to click. File, we'll put over save, and it is 59,128. 59,128. Save. Mess everything up so it opens all screwy. Oh yeah, that's super screwy. I love it. Reload. Windows Z. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty sweet, right? I love AutoHotKey. Like, I absolutely love it. So now you guys can get super creative with this. You can click. You can input text, open windows, move them around. That should cover about everything you need. But now I want to talk a little bit about the admin privileges and getting this to start when you run it. I run OBS in admin mode, which was a little tricky to do here. Okay, so now we're going to launch an application in administrator mode and not have to deal with the pop-up of the Windows access control where you have to click yes, because you can't automate that yes click. It makes sense. You don't want people being able to automate giving yourself admin privileges on Windows, so it makes sense, but I didn't like it, so I wanted to find a way around it, and I did. If you are going to use AutoHotKey for scripts that other people are writing, I don't necessarily think this is a good idea, but since I have full control over it, I was fine with it. So it's up to you guys if you want to do what I'm doing here. So since I run OBS with administrator privileges for various reasons, let's go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So like what I've already done is in my C drive, I have a AutoHotKey link folder where I've put all of the shortcuts of things I want to launch, because I can just launch everything in my script from this location. It's a little bit easier. So I took the OBS one out that I had, and we're going to recreate it. Let's do that. So I'm just going to find OBS in my start menu, find that shortcut and copy it because I'm lazy. OBS Studio 64-bit. So we're just going to drag that shortcut into where I have all these other ones. I'm going to rename it so it's easier to type when I'm making my script. Let's call it OBS. So in order to get this in admin mode, we're going to have to right click, go to properties, in the shortcut tab, go to advanced, run as administrator. Apply, sweet. So now every time we launch that, it's going to be in administrator mode. Problem is, if AutoHotKey isn't running in administrator mode, you're not going to be able to do this without this stupid thing popping up, right? So we have to launch AutoHotKey on startup with admin rights. So we're going to use the task scheduler to do that. We'll do task, we'll just type task scheduler in your start menu. Find this, open this up. You get all of these scheduled tasks and stuff that are running on your PC. Just ignore everything that's going on. All we're going to do is come over here and do create basic task on the right side. Click that, and it'll pop up this little wizard of creating a task. So our task is going to be to launch AutoHotKey when you start your PC with admin rights. So So AutoHotKey, we'll say AHKey is going to be the name of it. I don't care about the description. When do I want this task to start? We'll say when the computer starts. What do we want to do? We want to start a program. So let's find our program. See things in program files. AutoHotKey, AutoHotKey.exe. Done. For the arguments, we want to pass it this script that we have, which is, let's see, on mine. You want to do whatever yours is in your documents. It's called AutoHotKey. So d:/documents. Say this is not going to be the same for you, but you get the idea. AutoHotKey.ahk. Done. Next, finish. Open the properties dialog. We'll take a look, make sure everything looks good. AutoHotKey only when the user's logged on. Highest privileges. We definitely need this checked right here. We want to run it with the highest privileges. Triggers. Done. Action. Perfect. Condition. I don't care about AC power. I'm just going to turn that off. Uncheck this on the settings tab. It says stop if the task run longer than. We don't care. Don't care about that. Done. Should be it. Next time you start your computer, it should run. And actually it won't yet. It won't yet. I lied. You have to do one more thing. Okay, so we need to go into that actual link that we're launching at startup and make sure that that's running in administrator mode. So I'll just show you what we have to do. We have to go into the the program files, the same place that we launched it, AutoHotKey. We right click AutoHotKey.exe and go to properties. Go to compatibility. We want to make sure this is checked. Run this program as an administrator. Okay. And now the next time you run your PC, you should be able to launch OBS in admin mode and it won't haggle you with the stupid user access control. So this should be it. I'll give you guys a little shot of what I did with this, and hopefully this helps out. If you have any questions, let me know. I know I ran through this pretty quick. Again, this is really powerful software. You can do some really cool stuff with this, and if there is some interest, I wouldn't be opposed to making some more videos of doing some more complicated things. So you guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need any help, please reach out to me. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, you guys. Dumby's fault still. He's passed out drunk. We'll do win activate. If I can spell activate. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's still not right. This is why I don't do tutorial videos.